In the opening scene of Bioshock, Ryan declares, "I built a city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the great would not be constrained by the small," echoing Rand's exaltation of the rational ego in her 1964 book, The Virtue of Selfishness, where she says, "The man who does not value himself cannot value anything or anyone. Men who reject the responsibility of thought and reason can only exist as parasites on the thinking of others. In a free society, one does not have to deal with those who are irrational, one is free to avoid them." The phrase Ryan repeats in his final moments, "A man chooses, a slave obeys," reinforces this dichotomy between man as a master of his self and his will, and that of a man reliant on others. This also echoes the master-slave dialectic of Hegel. Additionally, Ryan's idea of the Great Chain is repeated in Bioshock 2 in a children's propaganda exhibit called Ryan Amusements. This idea posits that self-interest pulls humanity forward, rejecting collective duty. This thesis, however, reveals a contradiction between it and the reality as it unfolded. Ryan's response to Rapture's societal collapse, splicing epidemic, and civil war was initially to double down and remain steadfast in his ideology, only to become rapidly despotic and hypocritical later, when reality had already proven his ideal inherently flawed. Individualism's limits, then, as unchecked egoism, were shown to fracture a working society. Hegel would see this as an internal flaw demanding an antithesis, setting the stage for Lamb.
Rapture was to be your paradise. You grasped the so-called great chain of progress and pulled hard in your own interest. But then, the great chain snapped. Now paradise is dying, and you with her. But we are never alone. We shall live on, join the Rapture family, and be reborn.
Lamb's ideology, as personified in her Rapture family and articulated in Unity and Metamorphosis, emerges as the antithesis to Ryan's. Drawing on multiple philosophers, it negates objectivism's or radical individualism with a radical collectivism, aiming to resolve Rapture's contradictions through unity. Though, as we've seen, this effort fails, either because of or in spite of her coerciveness.
Look around, my friends. Rapture is a mass grave. Here lies the holy self. A budding Mozart rots beside a girl who might have surpassed Einstein. Those who survived the war still crave the Adam drug. Locked within ourselves, we were unfit for utopia.